Okay, welcome back to the Wargrove of Woe short campaign victory Blitz campaign. I'm Dame Offensive, it's turn 30. We just confederated Drycha, so we're going to check out what he has here. He's only level 6, so I don't think they could have gone too wrong here. That's fine. And his Glade Captains don't look like they have good traits, so we're going to disband them. And I don't like anything in his army, so disband all of it. Goodbye. We can take a look at his other army. We definitely don't need any of these. Trash. He's got a Shadow Branch Wraith. I don't really care for Murder of Spites, nor do I much care for the Shadow Magic, so we're going to disband him. And we just do not need this Glade Lord. So, goodbye. And now that Drycha's here, I don't think we need this Lord. He can leave. We'll take any items off him. He didn't get any. Brilliant. And... oops, I selected all of this. Disband. So if we take a look at our income, we're at 7,000. Drycha should be able to afford a full stack of treatment. Do that, and then we only need one more afterwards. That should be okay. He'll just chill for a little while. I could actually recruit them next turn so that they land with this last guy. If we check out the Waterfall Palace, it's tier 3. We obviously have this building, which we needed. This is fine. This is all good. He leveled this up really well. I love this construction cost reduction. It's a shame that we don't have the forest health building, but we'll get there. Even with a full stack of treemen recruited, we still have a lot of money here, and we're very close to getting the Oak of Ages upgrade, and we'll just be able to keep growing from there. We can upgrade the Branch Wraith that's going to go join Drycha. He can't move this turn, but next turn I think I'm just going to walk him back over towards Drycha, and they can meet up. It'll leave Zaltothios at 19, but I think he's strong enough that he can handle it. Turn 31, we are actually going to open up our office slot. We can now put Drycha in one of these offices. I think I'm going to put him in the Speaker for the Wild because I do like that perfect vigor, especially on a big tree man. It just means he can keep fighting basically forever. So I'll do that. And Zaltothios, we're going to remove this healing wizard, and he's going to make his way up towards Crooked Moon. That's who I think Drycha will attack first. So you can just step out this way and he'll meet up with Drycha eventually. Zaltothios now. We can get some decent experience if we go over to Migdal Vongelbarek, and that's on our way to the Forest of Gloom. So that's where he's going to head. Take the world roots, and now we're going to abandon Carrick Hearn. If we take a look back at Drycha, we said we were going to continue the recruitment from Global so that everything finishes in 4 turns. We should also be taking a look at Glade Captains, and we'll get him Ariel's Chosen. In the Griffinwood, we can build this building. That'll give us that 1 passive forest health. It doesn't seem like a lot, but we're getting 1 forest health from so many locations that are all feeding into the Oak of Ages. So just getting a bit more here will start to grow the Oak of Ages even faster as we get to these different levels. Turn 32, we got another forest encounter. We can just leave these while Durthu's recruiting. It's a shame that it'll reduce the Oak of Ages health a bit, but we need him to be leveling, so we'll just wait that 3 turns. It'll cost us 6 forest health, so I'm not too worried about 6. And over with Zaltothios. We can't quite make it to Migdal yet, so we will just hop nearby and we can attack it next turn for a bit of experience. Turn 33, we got this silly mission. It says recruit a spellsinger, but you just can't as the Wargrove of Woe. I feel like they should fix this. Maybe give us one with a branch wraith since they do basically the same thing. Oh well. We'll take a look at Zaltothios. He should be able to assault this for some nice experience. Easy battle. Auto-resolve. We can finally upgrade the Oak of Ages, so we'll do that. It's going to mean even more forest health per turn here. And good growth. All sorts of good stuff. So we can see that we have 55 forest health and it's only turn 33. This is going to grow not quite exponentially, but it'll appear to grow that way. It's going to go really fast, especially once we can start battling Crooked Moon and get forest health from these victories. Get that forest health here as well. We can focus a little bit less on growth at this point because we have the Oak of Ages and it gives us so much per turn. We're basically making a kindred a turn everywhere, so it's less of a concern than it was at the very beginning of the campaign. We have this office slot available. I'm probably going to turn off that notification because I have everybody I want. Turn 34. Zaltothios took a little bit of attrition damage, but nothing crazy. We can just get to the edge here. We're a little bit on top of the border princes. Oh well. Oh, and it looks like that's probably the Skaven who actually took over this. That's fine. If we attack the Skaven, everybody around will really like us. That's probably a little bit better actually than us fighting the greenskins that were there. And this hero is still just gonna hang out. I think we'll just beeline Kadai. Turn 35. We are going to move Durthu around to these forest encounters. Unfortunately, movement is really limited here, so we'll just hop over in the world routes. I, like the other ones, prefer getting the diplomatic relations, especially since we're about to meet Karaza Karak. If we didn't over the end turn, we just really need to make sure they don't declare war on us, so accept their apology. Oh darn, the Forest of Gloom was captured by the border princes. That's a shame. I don't really want to fight them because they're military allies with Clan Angrand, and they're a neighbor that we don't really want to upset. So we could attack the border princes, but then we're going to be stuck in the war around here for a while, and all of these neighbors are going to be really mad at us. So I think what we would rather do is step into the Forest of Gloom a bit, and we can use the deep roots to hop over to our next target. So Zaltothios will head to Lorelorn Forest. Turn 36. One of our friendly neighbors was destroyed. I'm going to assume it was Clan Scryer that did that. And Clan Scryer is already on my land. He's probably here to get to his other enemies. If we take a look at those, he's probably going after Angrand. And he's probably going to attack us at some point, but we are a lot stronger right now. So we can hang out. We'll just keep an eye on him. And Zaltothios is going to attack Lorelorn Forest. He probably should have done that last turn. Oh well. And I'm just going to auto-resolve this. There's no difference with Lightning Strike. Alright, another forest is ours. And we have met Reichland. We definitely want to try to be friends with him, because he's going to be our most powerful neighbor. I'm probably going to offer him a bit of money just to try to pump this up a little bit more. I definitely want a positive relation and at least a non-aggression pact. Zaltothios can get his final tree man, so he'll be back to a full stack. And we can repair these buildings that we're going to keep and delete these two that we're not going to keep. I'll check out this forest encounter. I am least concerned with the greenskins. We don't have to worry about greenskin neighbors being friendly with us because they just don't have a lot of land around us. It might have been a different story how we got in the Forest of Gloom, but again, the dwarves are our friends there, so we're going to attack them. Easy, auto-resolve. In King's Glade, we can grow this for the forest health. Turn 37, we got another forest encounter around the Oak of Ages, so Darthu's going to be a little bit delayed again. This is fine. We're going to execute them and face this foe. Auto-resolve. Zaltothios is going to take a look at Reichland's enemies. We're probably going to start beating on them. We're going to generally hang around this area until A, the forest encounter that pops up is dealt with, and B, the deep roots are reset again so that we can hopefully go get the Gaian Veil. In terms of buildings, at this point we are no longer saving up money for the Oak of Ages. Tier 4 is the highest you can get it before you do the Ritual of Rebirth there, so we can start to prioritize leveling up the other settlements. I'm going to start with Griffinwood because here we can get more slots to better defend it, because we don't really want to have to come back to Griffinwood. Part of the reason we'll wait here is our plan is to actually take this province, and when we take those settlements we can get reduced building costs here. So we'll wait a few turns and then we'll be able to build up the settlements around the Oak of Ages. We've started getting the quest to get Darthu the Sword of Daith, which is really good. So we are going to hop over with him just into this province, and then next turn we'll make it up towards Crooked Moon. The next step is the battle, but we can deal with that a little bit later. He's really powerful right now without the sword, so we can wait. It's fine. We should take a look at the buildings in Lorelorn Forest. I think what's best here is that passive forest health, and when we can, we'll get the grapevines. Turn 39, we are really close to Marienburg's armies, so we are going to ask Reichland to join that war so that he likes us better. Although he's actually got decent relations with Marienburg now, which is interesting. But we can get the non-aggression pact with him if we join the war, which is really good. And it's going to build up even more. And he's probably eventually going to own a lot more around our forest, and it's going to mean a lot of really good forest health. So now we're at war with Marienburg. We're going to lightning strike again just to get more battles. We want more battles for more money, more leveling, and we're just going to kind of sack them repeatedly. Doing a lot of military actions against them is really going to raise our diplomatic points with Reichland, and we want those. We really need them to be our ally. Durthu is now finally going to meet up with his little branch wraith friend. Okay, turn 40. Like I said, what we're going to do is just repeatedly sack our now. And we're going to do this until we can get a defensive alliance with Reichland, and Durthu is going to start the assault on Crooked Moon. I'll have to fight this manually. Another decisive victory for Durthu. We can see that our quote-unquote life wizard is dealing just a lot of damage. And we're going to occupy this heathland. We do actually plan on keeping this one. Our neighbor here is going to be Reichland, so he's not going to attack us. What we want is this building, the forging groves, for the reduction in construction cost. And we'll repair this. It's this weird bug with the Glade Captain, I guess. So if you get that bug where you're at more than 50% movement and you can't encamp, take out the mobility hero and camp, and then put the mobility hero back in. Don't know why it's like that. We will level up Lorelorn Forest for the same reason that we leveled up Griffinwood. We are not planning on owning the settlements around it, so we're not going to get that reduction in cost. So we just want to make sure we have the extra slots ready. And we can assign some skill points. Durthu is still working towards Quartermaster and Home Amongst the Boughs. Turn 41, we are going to take a look at Durthu. He's going to make his way over here to Karak-Askaraz. I think we want him to actually occupy this because looking around, it's probably best to keep this settlement and then sack Fester Spike. Here in Lorelorn Forest, we're going to get the passive forest health. Turn 42, we're continuing our research. We finally got this Whisper in the Woods for Lorelorn Forest, so we're just going to sack and then make our way back that way. Durthu is ready to attack Crooked Moon. And we're going to keep this settlement. Occupy the heathland. One less enemy to deal with. We're going to get foraging groves again for even more reduction in building costs around the Oak of Ages. We got this notification that Carrick Ziflin is attacking Paravon. We're going to enter that war. Durthu's nearby, so we should be pretty well protected. As we can see, even without any fighting, we're getting plus 8 forest health per turn to the Oak of Ages, and that'll go up to 11 if we fight and win 1 battle, and then 14 if we fight and win 2. So having enemies around the Oak of Ages is kind of okay as long as we have an army ready to deal with it, which we do. And Durthu is going to start making his way over to Clan Spittle to just sack them repeatedly. We can take a look at Zaltothios. He's going to get this forest encounter. it's going to give us relations with the Empire. And we really want that, so we're going to spare them. This is really going to help us get that defensive alliance with Reichland. And then that's it for Zaltothios here. We're going to go back into Lorelorn Forest so that next turn he can make it to the Gaian Vale. Turn 44, we are going to move Zaltothios using the Deep Roots over to the Gaian Vale. We're going to see what's happening there. So our plan here is to take the Gaian Vale, and then we can attack the cities around here. Just like we're doing with the Oak of Ages, we're going to get a lot of forest health to the Gaian Vale, and as it gets forest health, so will the Oak of Ages. So we will auto-resolve. This is only tier 2, which is kind of a shame. Marathi's actually doing really well, but we'll see how things go. Durthu is still making his way over to sack Spittle. Turn 45, we're going to continue our plan to sack Marathi settlements to get Gaian Vale's health up really fast. What we're going to do is sack between the two of these and see about occupying the Phoenix Gate so that we only lose 2 forest health per turn. Durthu should be able to reach Clan Spittle now. So that's what we're going to do. Here we go. It's so funny that you can see that it's an enemy there. We're just going to auto-resolve. Sack it. If we take a look at the Oak of Ages, now we're making 12 health per turn. This is going up super duper fast. And that was the goal of this episode, to power level the Oak of Ages. Join us next episode to see us power level the Gaian Vale too, and we will grow this as fast as possible. My goal next episode is also to power level Drycha. I think it's about time we got her and she can start her Coadil quest. Alright, thanks for stopping by. I've been Dame Offensive. Subscribe if you like it. You know how YouTube works. Goodbye!